No one in Brook Hollow Middle School expected silence to ever walk inside their halls again. The fights, the shouting, the disrespect, it had become routine. Students didn't fear teachers, teachers feared the students. The old principal resigned after collapsing in tears during a faculty meeting. No one blamed him. Even parents avoided coming to school events. They all knew the reason: a boy named Kane. At 15, built like a rugby player, rage coiled beneath every step he took. Kane's father abandoned them, his mother worked nights, and he learned early that the only language people respected was force. No one could stop him. No one dared. When teachers heard a whisper that a new principal was arriving, they laughed. "He'll quit before lunch," they said. "This place breaks everyone." They didn't know that the quiet person who stepped into that office had survived a different kind of war, one that leaves scars no bully could imagine. They had no idea who she really was or what she had come to change. The quiet new principal arrived on a Monday morning, stepping out of an old grey sedan that looked older than the students themselves. She wore a plain navy suit, shoes scuffed from years of walking, and carried a simple leather bag with pages neatly organized inside. Her name was Dr. Lila Avery. No jewelry, no guard, no exaggerated posture, just calm in a place drowning in chaos. Most didn't bother to greet her. The receptionist pointed to the office with a bored hand and buried her eyes back into her phone. The teachers, worn down from years of conflict, peeked at her through half-opened doors. Some pitied her, some laughed under their breath. Lila nodded politely and went straight to the principal's office, where the walls were still stained with the last principal's desperation. Anger management pamphlets, broken pens, an overturned chair left as a warning. The true test wasn't long. At 8:13 a.m., the first bell rang and the halls instantly erupted into a roar. Students shoved, cursed, filmed each other for social media. Kane's voice cut through the mess like thunder. He towered over a boy half his size, his palms pressing the kid against a locker so hard the metal frame bent inward. The boy didn't scream, he knew screaming made it worse. Students watched in silence, their phones up like trophies. They weren't afraid of the violence, only interested in who would trend because of it. A teacher rushed forward and stopped halfway, frozen, knowing Kane's fists didn't distinguish rank. Lila walked up, slow, steady, eyes calm. "Let him go," she said, voice soft like someone greeting a child waking from a nightmare. Kane laughed, one of those laughs that came from teeth, not from heart. "Oh, new principal," he sneered, "you don't talk to me." Lila stepped closer, not rushed, not hesitant, a breath between them. She didn't touch him, didn't threaten. "You are not the monster people tell you are," she whispered. "You're just angry." Kane's knuckles whitened. He hated people who thought they understood him. He shoved the smaller boy aside, letting him fall to the floor, then lunged. His kick came fast, a challenge wrapped in disrespect. The sole of his shoe slammed into Lila's leg, hard enough to knock most adults down. She didn't fall. She absorbed it, her foot sliding back a half step, body relaxed like someone who'd lived through worse. Not a gasp, not a flinch, only eyes meeting eyes. The hallway fell silent. Whispers rippled like wind through tall grass. Every student recorded now, eager to watch a new adult break. Kane swung his fist. The punch was clumsy, emotional, desperate. Lila didn't move back. She lifted her hand with that same quietness and caught his wrist. He tried to pull. No movement. She released him gently, as though returning a borrowed item. Kane blinked, offended by gravity, by reality itself. He didn't understand what just happened. He only understood humiliation. The curse words he spat were sharp and ugly. She met them with a sentence that stopped time. "Pain taught you how to survive. I'm here to teach you how to live." No one spoke after that. The smaller boy ran. Teachers watched from a distance like detectives witnessing their first miracle. Kane's shoulders shook, not from fear but from something deeper. A person in front of him who didn't fight back, who didn't run, who didn't treat him like an animal. He stormed off, convinced she wouldn't last a week. They never do. The faculty meeting that afternoon was tense. Teachers sat with crossed arms, waiting for her to announce rules, punishments, threats, the usual cycle. Instead, Lila opened with, "Tell me the students' stories. Not their grades, not their problems, not their files. Their stories." Some scoffed, some rolled their eyes. One teacher, Ms. Caldwell, 5th grade history, spoke first. She told how Kane once slept in her classroom after detention because he didn't want to go home. How he stayed quiet, just staring out the window for an hour. No one knew that. No one cared to ask. Another teacher spoke of a girl named Rose who never ate lunch because she had to give her food to her younger siblings. Lila listened to every word without blinking, as though each sentence was a key meant to open a locked room. When the meeting ended, no one understood her plan. They only knew she wasn't like the principals before her. She wasn't fighting the students. She was studying their wounds.